Have a good day. Alright, y'all, let's see how long I can last with this. I don't know, because I didn't check my battery power before I left, but I'll take you on a walk back home with me. We'll see how far we can get. I'm going back through my tracks that I made, my original tracks, y'all. You're probably like, so what, lady? Just go. I am. I love it. Hardly nobody's out there. Must have called work hours. Shut down in a lot of places. That's probably wasn't the best move I made today. Popping out there like that. See, did you see that? I didn't show y'all probably, huh? See, they slide. That person's sliding. Let me get out the way. Woo. These people, boy, they'll be scaring me sometimes. I'll be out of the way. I'm like, well, what y'all gonna come up off of the street and hit me on the sidewalk? What? Kind of scary sometimes. Ooh, look at this. It's not that much snow. I mean, it's like, it's some inches. It is. It's some inches. It's probably about a few inches. Certain spots it might be deeper. It's a few inches. It's still hard to walk in it or on it. I got my boots on though. Got my little wintery. I'm working these boots. I done my yard work. These boots done came in handy. My daughter-in-law bought me these boots. These are some good boots. Uggs, I think that's what. No, it's Uggs. I can't even remember the name, but anyway, it's a good brand. These things last me for a long time. I don't know what that. I wish they would figure out something to do with this, you know. But yeah, they obviously, because this like, it's way after 7. It's like going on 8 or something like that, or around there. So people must be off of work today or something like that. Or school must be shut down. There's hardly any traffic out here. It's usually this more traffic than this at this time of the day. This is a go to work time. Some people have to go to work. Some of us, man, when I worked at a branch in the government, well, a lot of my jobs were government jobs. A lot of them. If they weren't directly, they were indirectly, you know, contracted with them for a lot of the jobs I've done. So we had to get there. We had to get there. One of my jobs, when I had to swear in for something to do it, and we had to work during the pandemic, and they swore us in. So I had no choice but show up. That was really something. It was something. It was sad. That was but we learned a lot from I learned a lot coming through that pandemic. You know, I found out there's a different way we can live. We don't, actually it was like, to me, I took it as, even though it was a bad thing and a lot of devastation came from it, but there's some good that came from it too, because people, a lot of people found themselves. It's like when we didn't have to do that hustle bustle, we weren't out there just tunneling, but we found out we can manage. I found out just how little bit of money I can live on, really. Before I was just like, just spend. I've still got to work on that. Well, I'm better now, but I found that it was more about my financial, how can I say this? It was more about slowing up on my spending and just making sure for the things that matter and that are necessary. So I figured out, you know, what I needed and what I could do without. And it was really a great opportunity for me to get my own self in alignment and decide what I wanted to do for this last phase of my existence, you know. And so the pandemic helped me with that, and I think a lot of people, it gave them a different perspective on life, you know, and about living. And I didn't, for a long time, for 30 plus years, I had just had to work, because I had my boys and stuff like that. And with me being divorced, I had to work. You know, I had to take care of my boys. So I did what it took. We never had the nicest of things, but we had what we needed, you know. I made sure we always had a roof over our head, and our bills were paid, you know. And I would work my second job, you know, so that I could make sure that I was able to come up with money for, like, because they were growing like every 6 months, to make sure they had adequate clothes to accommodate whatever their growing spurts were, or whatever, you know, because for the different seasons or whatever, because they grew, you know, kids, they grow, you know, they change sizes. So I worked with extra jobs to make sure for that little extra things like that, you know. So I made it all the way back home. I just want everybody to have a good day if you can. Find some peace in your life somewhere, somehow. And I know it's hard. Please believe me, I do. And I'm not just saying that just like to be, you know, like a cliche. I mean it. If you can find peace, try to find it.